GD Gangster Rap is a 2.2 insane mega collaboration level hosted by Arcliat and published by Boom Kitty on April 1st, 2025. The level serves as an April Fool's joke. It is the 14th event level, succeeding Heave Ho and preceding Skeletal Shenanigans. The level begins with Boom Kitty's icon listening to the music before noticing the player and running away. As a cube, the player jumps over a spike followed by double spikes as they follow the icon, which falls afterwards. The following part is a simple and easy cube sequence, though there are pillars that obscure the player's view, so they cannot touch them or else they're gonna die if they do. At the end of this part, the player enters a van driven by Boom Kitty's icon, now wearing shades, with PHAT base scribbled on the back. The icon drives the van to the next part of the level. Boom Kitty's verse of the song begins, and the player starts as a robot with slow and easy gameplay. The background and decoration are also urban themed. Afterwards, the player transforms into a cube with easier gameplay, before entering a warehouse as a ball and then returns to being a cube as Boom Kitty's verse concludes. At Eric Van Wilderman's verse, the level maintains the urban theme. The first half is a cube that ends with the player getting killed by a box covered in traffic cones, as Eric's face cam on the upper left fills the whole camera, showing him with blue demon horns and flaming blue eyes. The second half maintains the urban theme as the player navigates through a spider part, then a cube where a larger version of the player's cube rises and then crashes down, transitioning the player into a mini cube and then a normal sized cube again. This part ends with the player falling into a maintenance hole with the text, "To the right, sit Dad!" graffiti sprayed on a brick wall. During the first chorus, buildings are present in the background and screens show the lyrics. The gameplay here consists of the cube game mode, featuring traffic cones as obstacles and maintenance hole that covers that propel the player up. In the end, the player ascends to the roof of a building with a pink sphere and then a dash orb, which transports them to the next sequence. At King Samelot's verse, the decoration features houses, signs, and billboards, with gameplay consisting of the cube, ball, and rocket ship game modes for the first half. The next half is the cube with a brief upward rocket ship between, ending with the ball, a brief UFO, and a cube with a yellow sphere and a dash orb that takes them to the following part. At Colin's verse, the player goes onto the rooftops of buildings, and this part consists of more cube gameplay, with a spider part to end the first half, after which Woolsey's "I love GD Colin" meme covers the camera. Afterwards, the player is taken to a sidewalk with double speed cube gameplay, culminating in their entry into the Heave Ho Club. The second chorus takes place inside the club. This sequence consists entirely of cube gameplay, culminating in the player entering the VIP section, which leads to a dark area outside. This section is automatic, meaning the player does not have to click anything. After the second chorus ends, the player becomes the icon for Boom Kitty's golden keychain as Boom Kitty appears on screen, with Waterflame and Temanite's icons getting crossed out afterwards to match the lyrics. Following this is an auto swing copter that concludes with Boom Kitty's icon exhaling fire, which transitions the player into the next part, Minicube gameplay, featuring simple jumps over short spikes, followed by the regular sized cube, during which the player jumps over short spikes. The song's final chorus returns the level to the urban theme, featuring fast-paced gameplay that begins with the cube, then the ball, the robot, and the cube again, before concluding with the ball and another cube. A mini cube follows, then a mini ball and another cube at normal size, which becomes mini again. After normal, another normal-sized cube follows, then a spider, and a final cube that ends with the player jumping onto Boom Kitty's terrified icon, backed up to a corner, followed by an explosion that then shows a wanted poster of Boom Kitty that refers to him as a base dealer and lists 1000 and lists a 1,000,000 reward for his capture. The people involved in the level as his known accomplices, and both Waterflame and Temanite as his victims. As Boom Kitty is the level's publisher and the song's composer, his logo appears several times throughout the level. The final part contains posters referencing several things regarding Geometry Dash, such as a poster about the Geometry Dash Awards. The following are present at Boom Kitty's verse. The S at the end of Slaughterhouse are part of the level down bass as graffiti to go with the lyrics. The Yatagarasu from the similarly named level, a ship with Temanite's logo on it in the warehouse. This is often the icon for Temanite's pirate-themed songs. Shiver Me Timbers is written on the upper part of the warehouse, referencing Heave Ho, the 13th and previous event level. The other following are present at Eric Van Wilderman's verse. The first one is where a building labeled Benson Bites referencing Eric's stuffed rabbit named Benson, who used to appear in many of his older videos. Eric's face cam with text under it, recreating his lives system in his recent tab videos. A billboard in the background with the text, "Are you ready for some bad Siri?" referencing a short intro Eric would use before beating a level in his older videos. When Eric says, "Reset tab," various basic blocks, saw blades, and monsters can be seen, referencing his videos as well as the levels he usually encounters. The other following are present at the first chorus. The first one is where a TV store called Tex TVs have Technical's icon on the sign. The text "and Pesta Better" is scribbled on the Tex TV's building. There is a store named Topala's that references Rob Top as Topala is his last name. There are posters that reference the levels B, Limbo, and Dreamflower. And there is a taxi with the plate number GMD 2013, which refers to Geometry Dash's release year. The other following are present at King Samalot's verse. The first one is where King Samalot's blurred face is in the sky. The shopkeeper is visible in a window wearing shades. A piece of graffiti of the minion from his "Replacing Images with AI" video. There is a piece of paper with the CBF blocker logo and text that says CBF detection. The face from Hungry Humphrey appears in this level. The "Is that a Geometry Dash reference?" picture is shown, though the swear words present in the original are replaced, so the one in the level spells out "OMG, is that a Geometry Dash reference?" instead. The chat displaying numerous popular Geometry Dash creators and YouTubers can be shown. The low quality normal difficulty face meme can also be shown. A billboard with the normal difficulty face and the text that says "I want you to fire the hole" are shown. King Samalot can be seen performing a backflip to go with the lyrics. There is a poster with a pine cone with the text that reads, "We're all pine cones." B is referenced again, with the B boss fight appearing in this part. There are a pair of gears featuring the word "check" and the Steam logo spelling out the phrase "check Steam." The words RobTob posted to announce the release of 2.2. The level XO referenced with text on a wall that says heart. The concept of XOXO. The pink girl from Ashley Wave Trials is shown. If the player jumps at the roof slope and lands behind a poster, this will cause a cube to fly out and scream, using the rattle dash screaming sound that is typically heard when the player blows up rattle dash in the cellar, the third level of the tower. The other references are presented at Colin's verse. The first, a reference to the second Stereo Madness coin as a part of the gameplay. There are plushies of Colin, Hatsune Miku, Anya, and Anya from Spy X Family, and also a shark. The alien from Generation Retro can be shown. However, Colin heavily hates this level due to its inclusion in the Poison Gauntlet. The spider part from the level Dash can be shown. Woolsey's picture with the text "I love GD Cologne" is a meme, and it can be shown in this level. Rattle Dash and the bomb from the tower can also be shown. The water on the hill meme is shown in a poster. Colin's video can be seen playing on a TV. Heave Ho is referenced again, with the Heave Ho Club being named after it. The dash lands from Geometry Dash World drawn on the Heave Ho Club's wall. A Heave Ho Club poster that lists 3 Boom Kitty songs: Boom Slayer, Bass KNIGHT, and Holy War.